Hello, mate.
Hello, how you doing? Good to see you.
Happy?
I'm getting emotional again. I'm sorry. You smile. I'm not gonna give you the pleasure. I'm not gonna do it. You're trapping me. You don't like that, do you?
No, not a big fan of that. You're full of Excellent. Paris. How exciting to be here.
Very, very exciting. Very exciting.
I was desperate to come and say hello, catch up before the big event. How you feeling?
Good. I'm ready to go. I think I've got a good performance in me.
How's the French, by the way? Tu parles le français, non?
No.
It's your third Olympics. Very few athletes ever make one. You're on your third.
I'm in a good place. At 29 years old, I'm still doing my fastest starts I've ever done in my life. I'm still doing my fastest turns in my life. I've got nothing to prove anymore.
Nothing to prove, but desperate to win.
Yeah, always desperate.
Wow. But I've seen, and I've been fortunate enough to witness over the last 12 months, the sacrifice. It's enormous. You got to a crossroads a couple of years back where you're contemplating on not doing it.
After 2021 in the Olympics, winning 2 Olympic golds and a silver, I didn't take rest.
Right.
I didn't take stock. And I wasn't until February, March 2023 last year when I was like, I'm broken. I felt like I was on my knees and I needed some kind of help or some kind of light in my life where it wasn't related to performance. It wasn't related to getting up and chasing something every single day.
You speak brilliantly about the positivity behind that mental health. You so could have gone the other way.
Oh, yeah.
Completely, absolutely bowed out and just thrown the towel in. Tell me about that moment when you turned the corner. No, I'm going to do it. I want my third Olympics.
I mean, if you want the truth, seeing Sheen win my event, the 100-metre breaststroke at World Championships, and everyone saying he's going to win at the Olympics, I think that's the moment where I was like, no, there's going to be a good fight here. I'm not going to let someone just walk into that event. Sometimes you need that spark to ignite the whole flame, because the flame's there.
Sure.
It just needed someone to activate it.
What does AP go through 2 hours before the race?
If anything, I'm trying to calm myself down.
Right.
Because I'm too excited. Playlist, stretching, thinking of happy moments, you know, moments with Holly, with George, my mum, my dad. So flooding the mind with optimism and hope until 10 minutes before that race. And then that's when I see red mist, that's when I start to get really angry.
You've got that determination to outsmart everyone. With that comes anger that is misconstrued. How do you vent? Because I get it straight off my chest. And
I do that, but it offends people.
Well, I've been criticised, you know, multiple times for that. If there's one thing I grew up with, especially with Mum being Scottish, was get it off your chest.
Just get it out there, yeah.
Voice it. You cannot keep everybody happy in the room.
No.
There is no way everybody you talk to is going to be happy with what you said. Like the relationship with Mel, for instance, and what you say and how she goes for you and tells you, get your together. And
But we clash.
Yeah.
We've clashed many times, but that's why we work so good. So she'd be like, it's not good enough. You need to be faster. All these younger guys are beating you. So I tell her to F off.
Right.
And then she'll give it me back, and then we'll get more heated, and then we'll come back round, and we're both better off for it.
That's healthy. I think it's a passion, anger. Because you've done this without her.
No, I'm always going to need Mel. Only she will know how hard it's been for me to come back. I'm getting emotional again, I'm sorry.
No. But that connects there, right? And that kind of bond is there, that's obvious. That is paramount. There's a generation that you've inspired, millions of kids that are growing up in a world with a distraction in social media. How do you stay focused?
I think it requires a good balance.
It's a tough one.
I mean, I want to ask you. It's
a tough one because you've got a big heart. You take things personally, like I do, and so we get sort of attacked, slagged off, commended, and
for our own personalities.
And the minute you start tapping into that, it's like, whoa, hold on a minute.
Yeah, and it has happened the night before. There's an article come out the day before a race, and it gets sent me. I'm like, I didn't even want that sent me.
No.
So you've got to filter the noise, and learning to filter the noise when your foot is down at 1,000 miles per hour is one of the hardest things to do.
Food. You love your food?
Oh, yeah, go on, let's go.
No, I lived in Paris for 3 years, and so I love absolutely everything and anything, especially when it's cooked the French way. But you can't give your body any of those extra fats, chocolates, desserts.
Yeah.
How hard has that been?
It's really, really tough. I've got such a sweet tooth, like horrendous sweet tooth. But I have to stay away from that. One of the best things I've ever done is go on meal prep. So all my meals are done for me. I just have to put it in the oven. You don't like that, do you?
No, not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that.
But it helps me get my job done.
No, you're time poor.
Yeah.
And you got to count
microwave meals.
And you got to count. You got to count those calories, almost like it's tenths of seconds, because it has an effect on you. You're going into this Olympics as possibly one of the most pressurised athletes on the planet. How do you handle that? Because it was easy 8 years ago. No disrespect, it was just Adam, Mal, focus.
If I failed back then, it may have just been a whisper.
Yes.
If I fail now, it's not going to be a whisper. Yeah, I'm in tune with that. But I'm also at peace with that. Because the people I have in my life and the people that surround it, doesn't matter if I win or lose, because they know I've given absolutely everything.
But you don't want to lose?
Of course I don't want to lose.
Can you turn on the burners with
Of course, yeah.
20 metres to go?
Of course. Olympic final, you don't die in the last 20 metres. No way. Because there's something deeper in your head, and that maybe is the Adam at 15 years old that wants to prove everyone wrong.
Can you bring gold home?
Of course. I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe that.
And then, does that mean Adam Peaty will retire after his third Olympics?
Who knows? You smile. I'm not going to give you the pleasure. I'm not going to do it. You're trapping me.
You're full of You are definitely not retiring. Absolutely, definitely not retiring. Thanks, bud.
Cheers. Thank
Thanks,
you.
mate. Great job. Very best of luck. Don't up.
Cheers. No pressure.